Okay. Alrighty, guys, let's get started. Thank you guys so much for being here. Super excited to talk about this topic because I feel like it is something that every single coach, no matter what stage in their business, needs a reminder on and kind of a gut check on when they're working towards goals with their business. So we're talking about how to run your business like a CEO, okay? Whether you guys know it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, you guys are all CEOs of your own business, okay? Yes, we're all Team Beachbody coaches, but what differentiates each other from each other is how we specifically run our business, and what we put forth really determines our success. So I always say this, you guys, you get in what you put out, right? If you want your business to reward you like a business, you have to treat it like one, okay? So tonight we're gonna go through a few mindset shifts. We're gonna talk about a few strategies and some actual action steps to take, and just kind of get you guys in the right mind frame of this business and what you should be doing every single day, every single week, every single month, so you can see as much success as possible. Because like I said, your success is determined by you. It's determined by the effort you put into it. It's determined by your consistency. So we're going to go through some mindset stuff, some gut checks, some actual action items that you can put forth to really implement and work your business, okay? So first things first, I want you to check your mindset on your business, okay? So I want you guys to think about your challenge groups, okay? If you've ever run a free group and you've ever run a VIP challenge pack only challenge group, you know that those two groups go totally different usually from each other. Normally, the reason why is because for your free group, anybody can join, right? They don't have to invest in it. They don't have to, oh, my kid's crying. I hope that doesn't bug you guys. Brian's out there, don't worry. But yes, when in your free groups, anybody can join, and there's no investment, right? There's nothing to lose, whether they succeed or fail, whether they commit or they don't. So when people go into your free group, it's really something common when they start off strong, but they lose their groove, or maybe they hop in there and don't do anything. They just put their name down because it was free, and they never looked at their group again. This isn't always, but a lot of the time, this is what happens with free groups because there's no investment, okay? Where your challenge groups, in order for your challengers to get the best of you, they have to invest in you, and they have to invest in themselves. So when they're putting forth their hard-earned money into Shakeology and into the program, you bet your bottom dollar that they're going to do everything they can to make sure they succeed, because they have got something at stake. They've got skin in the game, right? And they are going to do whatever they can to make this work because they invested in it, okay? So if you've ever done both of those types of groups, you probably have seen that pattern before. So now let's talk about our businesses, okay? I want you to ask yourself if you are treating this business like a $50 business, or are you treating it like $1 million opportunity? So you guys, in order to sign up as a coach, in order to get your Beachbody business rolling, it costs $50. $50, you guys. And you know what? If you ordered a challenge pack when you signed up as a coach, guess what? It was free to start your own business. How crazy is that? right? Now, I want you guys to think about this in a different way. To me, Beachbody is exactly like a franchise, okay? You know what franchises are. So when we sign up, we have, like, we're Beachbody, right? So I want you to think of a franchise, okay? Just bear with me here. So say you wanted to open a Tim Hortons. It's my favorite, so that's what we're going to talk about. We wanted to open a Tim Hortons, right? Think about what it takes and how much money goes into that franchise, okay? I do not have I actually looked it up, like what the prices were on getting a franchise started, but of course they're really outdated, so they're probably like more now. But in order to sign a franchise document and a franchise agreement that you are going to start this business and you have licensed and permission to do so, it's like $7,000, okay? Just to sign that document and give you permission to open up a Tim Hortons or open up a franchise, okay? Then think about everything that goes into it. Then you have to actually buy your business, okay? You have to get signs created and delivered that are exactly like the logo. That's like $4,000. And then you have to stock product, right? Your food and your drinks and your cups and your straws and your napkins and the tills, all these different things. That's like $10,000. Like I said, these numbers have probably gone up. That's 10 grand just to get your supplies. And then you have rent, which is going to be $2,000 to $5,000 a month. Then you have your power and all those other bills. You have all of these expenses, and it's about $300,000 to $500,000 to start a franchise. Okay, that's a ballpark. That is a shitload of money. Like, I don't know about you guys. I do not have $50,000 sitting in my bank account right now. That is a shitload of money, right? But that's the decision you made. That's what you're going to do, right? So when the going gets tough, because you guys, when you're spending that much money, there's no chance you're making it back right away, right? It's going to take you months, if not years, most likely years, to actually start making a legitimate profit, minus all of your expenses of the month, right? So when the going gets tough and you start your business, you start your franchise, and, you know, people aren't aware that you're up in that location yet. People, you know, haven't tried it yet, so they're not going there yet. They're sticking to their old one, whatever the reason. Do you quit? No. You've got like $500,000 at stake that you will lose if you quit. So you're going to be in there every single day. You're going to be hiring staff. You're going to be making sure they're doing their job. You're going to be doing all these things, right? In order to make that business work because you invested in it, right? Second kind of visual I want you guys to think about is, for me, you guys know I'm a facial tech. I do a few like odds and ends, different things in the aesthetic industry. And when I decided to do that as a business, right away, it costed me over 10 grand. It costed me over 10 grand for classes. I had to get educated. I had to get certificates. I had to buy the machines. I had to buy the product. The product, you guys, was over $2,000 just to have product to actually work. And it was a crap load of money. If I hadn't had two very sweet people who were letting me rent from them pretty cheap, I wouldn't have went for it. And it took a lot to get that business going. I had a loan for $10,000 that I was working, or I was going to school So I wasn't making any money because I was going to school, right? So there's no income coming in. It's all going out. And setting everything up and then building a clientele, like that was hard. You spent $2,000 on product that's sitting on your shelf and you've got a few appointments a week to use it. It's a tough start. And I did that twice, you guys. And it was not worth it. Like it was so much time. It was so much money. Now, I want you to think about your business. I want you to think about Beachbody, okay? And think of it like a franchise, okay? Just like Tim Hortons, just like Subway, just like McDonald's, just like all of them, your franchise offers complete customer service. So when you have a customer who is dissatisfied with their Shakeology flavor, or, they had an issue, one of the DVDs was scratched in their package, they were missing the nutrition book, or whatever, you do not have to take care of that, okay? That is up to Beachbody. That is up to customer service. That is a part of your business. Shipping, you do not have to ship a single thing. When people order, they order online, right directly through Beachbody. And shipping is all handled by them. You don't have to pack a package. You don't have to ship it. You don't have to go to the post office. You don't have to pay for it. Beachbody ships it to them. You get the check. Returns. If someone has a return, they take it, right? If someone ordered Pio and they don't like it, they return it. Advertising. You guys, just like Tim Hortons, Beachbody spends millions of dollars on advertising. On the commercials you see, the infomercials you see, on Facebook, everywhere, Beachbody advertises for you. They email for you to tell your customers that their Shakeology is going to be released in a matter of days. They have product control. So if something's wrong with a product, they take care of it. You don't have to worry about where that money is going for that product that's damaged. They take care of it. And you guys, they do that for $18 a month. Your business fee, $18 a month, covers all of those things that Tim Hortons franchise does, only more. Because I'm pretty sure, Tim Hortons, if they have product issues at the store, they actually have to send it back, right? So for $18 a month, you guys get more than a franchise does for the business stuff, okay? You don't have to stock product, right? The only product you have to have in your house is the product that you're using. Shakeology, right? If you're using the performance line, your programs, those are all being used by you. You do not have to stock millions of the same things or stuff to sell. They take care of that for you, right? So I want you guys to really think about it. Are you treating this business like a $50 business where you're humming and hawing and you're getting it done when you have time, or you're getting it done when you feel like it? Or are you treating it like $1 million opportunity that it is? Because you guys, you've seen it. Coaches, this is $1 million plus opportunity. I have to say it, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. The success and income for each coach is determined by the specifics coach's input in their business, their skill, all that stuff. There's no guaranteed income. But if you work your business like a business, it's going to treat you like it. It's going to reward you as such. We only get what we put out, right? So this is a huge opportunity, and I need you guys to be setting your focus as this is a real business, and this has incredible opportunity. I know you guys, hold on. Wait. Never mind. I thought my kid was hollering for me. But yeah, so I want you guys to shift your focus, okay? And really treat this as the opportunity that it is. Okay, now we're setting our business hours. I know you guys are probably sick of this topic of setting business hours and how important it is, but oh my gosh, if you don't have your business hours set and your plan set, you will not be able to create a substantial income, and you're not going to be able to create momentum. I know you guys didn't sign up for this business because you didn't want to work. I know that. The reason you signed up for this business is because you get to choose when you work, okay? That's the beauty of this business. You control it. You control your hours. You control what you do. That's the beauty of it. But it's not a matter of if you feel like doing it or if you do it. It's a matter of when, and you have to have that figured out. So there's two traps that most Beachbody coaches will fall into either in the beginning of their business or later. One is they're spending too much time on their business. Okay. Is there such a thing? Yes. I was like that when I first started. You start, you're excited, you love everything. You have dreams, you have ambitions, and you have excitement running through you, and all you want to do is just work your business. You're so passionate about it. It's all you want to do. But here's the problem. When you're overworking your business and you're working it kind of, flippy floppy through the day, you are not going to be very efficient. So a lot of coaches will overwork their business. So when they're supposed to be with their family, they're on their phone answering messages. When they're supposed to be at a birthday party, they sneak away to, answer messages or post in their challenge group. And that is not good. Okay. I don't want you guys to be sacrificing your time with your family and your time to do other things for this business, right? There needs to be a time and a place when you're doing your business, because you're going to be much less effective. You're not going to be able to actually, that message that you sent at the birthday party to someone who you're talking to about a challenge group, they're going to get lost in your messages. You're going to forget about them. You're going to forget to follow up. You're going to forget to touch base because you didn't write it down, because you weren't organized, because you just did it flying off the seat of your pants, right? And it's going to be done less effectively. You're not going to be able to input the passion and, the information as well as you would have if you sat down and really thought about what you were going to say and really thought about what this person needs, as opposed to getting them into your challenge group. So my dog is whining because Brian and Weston went outside and he's driving me nuts. So I hope I can focus. So that is the first trap that Beachbody coaches fall into. And I don't want you guys in that trap, because you're going to start to resent the business. You're going to start to hate it because you're going to feel like it's taking up too much of your time. And you're going to feel like you're so unorganized and you've got so much to do, but you're working too much, but you're not working smart. You're working hard. You're not working smart. So I need you guys to take a step back and realign your focus. Now, the second trap coaches fall into is they're not working their business enough. So they don't have business hours. They get up in the morning and they're like, well, I'll work my business later after lunch. And then after lunch comes, well, I'm going to fold laundry instead. And then all these different things happen. You tell yourself you're going to do it before bed. 9 o'clock hits. You're super tired. Your favorite show is on, and you just don't do it. That's not good either, because that's not going to get you any momentum. It's not going to get you anywhere, right? So those are the two traps that I need you guys to be really, really aware of, because they're really easy to fall into. And like I said, I've fallen into them before. I had issues with my family. My husband was getting mad at me because I was always on my phone. And are you working again? Are you watching the movie or are you working? What are you doing? It was a constant battle. And I want you guys to know that if you have someone who you're talking to about the business or about your challenge group, and they're answering you and they're super excited, don't fret if you feel like that person can't wait, because they can. They can wait a couple hours for you to return that message. They can wait till this evening to return that message. If they can't, then it's not someone you want to be working with anyway. So I want you guys to set your focus and set your business hours. I want you to run your business. I don't want your business to run you and run your family's life, okay? So next, we need to have a marketing strategy. And we've talked about this a lot in the last month. Marketing strategies are super important. Writing a to-do list is super important, right? We all know that. But how do you know what you're doing and what you should be doing when you don't have a strategy, when you don't have a plan of attack to actually put forth, right? So you need to be creating a monthly marketing strategy. We have a ton going on, you guys. There's always something going on in our business that is an opportunity to help other people, right? We have our challenge groups, we have our free groups, and we have our business opportunity events. So you need to have a marketing strategy to figure out when these things are happening, so you don't only look professional, but that you can actually have some focus and set some structure to your business, so you are a lot less stressed out, okay? So I've posted this in the team page, and if you guys need it again, I will post it again. But I created a graphic of a sample marketing strategy. This is what I use. This is how I run my business. My free groups are always the first Monday of the month. My actual challenge group is always the last Monday of the month, starting prep week. And then every month we give you guys the coach sneak peek event dates so you can follow them, so that you can plan your posts, you can plan your invites, all that good stuff. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time on here. It's in the group. If you need it, let me know. But it's super important to have this, you guys, so you are more focused and you know what you're working on as for this business, okay? Because if you have a challenge group coming up, in 2 weeks, and a business opportunity in 3 weeks, you're not going to be posting about your business opportunity. You're going to be posting about your challenge group opportunity, right? If you have a free group coming up in 3 days and a challenge group coming up in a week, or, you should be posting about it in a week, you want to make sure that you are posting about the right stuff so that you can get people into those groups. Your groups are pretty useless without people in them, right? So we have to make sure that we are targeting the right stuff, okay? So what do you guys need to be doing daily in your Beachbody business? I wanted to give you guys a couple of lists. Okay, so daily tasks, of course, product of the product, right? Workout, Shakeology. You cannot expect someone to join your challenge group and to try the programs and the products if you aren't using them yourself. So you need to be using those products so you have your own testimonial to give other people when they're asking, okay? And first and foremost, all of us started this journey to work on ourselves. I never want that to change for you guys. I never want you to decide that since you're working on the business, you have no time to work on yourself. That's not what we're about. We're about working on ourselves first, right? And then paying it forward to help others. You need to be connecting, sharing, and inviting, right? So posting 3 to 5 times on social media. Invites are awesome. They're a necessity, but you have to be posting publicly as well, okay? This is backing up your information. This is backing up what you're doing works. This is sharing about yourself so people get to know you. This is a super duper important piece of this puzzle that you need to be doing every single day, right? Your social media platform is your business friend. So if that is not open and you are not there, people are not going to walk in. You need to be sharing with people so they know you're there, okay? Message others to reconnect, right? This is all on your BAT, you guys. Need to be messaging people. The reason being, the people who you message personally are the people who my gosh, our Facebook. Those are the people that Facebook's going to show your stuff to, okay? Ooh, you messaged Jessica, yesterday, via personal message. You must really know her. You must, be really close. You must know what's going on. So we're going to show you Jessica's post because you guys are obviously closely connected. That's how Facebook works, right? You need to be adding new people to your network every day, okay? We never want that well to run dry. You never want to lose your warm market. Everybody has this fear of, I ran out of, what do I do when I run out of my warm market? That's our goal, is to never run out of our warm market because we are always growing it. So you need to be adding people to your network every single day. You can go through your mutual friends. You can go through groups, whatever your interests are. Go through groups, connect with people in them, message them, Facebook friend them, so you can build that relationship with someone who you have obviously a ton in common with. Invite to challenge groups and coach opportunities, right? It goes vice versa with the posts. If all you're doing is posting on social media and you post, if you think you're going to post, a challenge group invite once a week and hit Success Club, it's not going to happen, right? You have to do the work behind the scenes too. You have to be inviting people. You have to be sharing this with people so they know what's going on. Think about it this way. If someone was having a birthday party, okay, and they, did a group on Facebook, they added a bunch of people to this group, and they were like, my birthday party is this day, you should come, here's the information, hope to see you guys there. Would you go? Depends on how well you know that person, right? But if that person messaged you personally, or you got a personal invitation from that person saying, hey, Crystal, I'm having I'm going out for drinks on this day for my birthday, and I would really, really love it if you could be there. I bet you your answer would be pretty close to yes, more than that, same old Facebook group event invite that you got that 50 other people got, right? It's that personalization. It's that building relationships. It's building a connection. It's building trust. So inviting personally to challenge groups, think of it as flattering. I know that inviting is one of the scariest things on our to-do list because we're like, what are people going to think? Are they going to be offended that I asked them? If you go about it the right way and you tell them why you thought of them, you connect with them. You love working with other moms who are just like you, and where you can reach your goals together, where you can pay it forward to help everybody feel this person feel their best. If you make it positive, you put that positive spin on it and let that person know that you've been thinking about them, think that they could rock it, and that you would actually like to work with them, that's pretty flattering. So make sure your mindset's, on point with that. Personal development. Super important. Should be number one, actually, on the list. Make sure you're doing your personal development. As a CEO, you need to be working on yourself consistently. You need to be growing as a leader. You need to be growing as a coach. You need to be growing as a business owner. And the only way to do that is to be learning every single day, right? So make sure you're reading, you're doing audiobooks, or you're checking out YouTube. You guys, YouTube is like insane. Every top coach, every coach who has done a training for their team, YouTube has it. You can tap into elite teams. You can tap into the top coaches' actual training calls because they're on there for you guys to listen to. So there is never, you never know everything. And podcasts are really good too. National wake-up calls, right? All those different things. Make sure you are working on yourself. Because again, just like product of the product, you need to be putting yourself first and working on yourself first. And then lastly, you need to be checking into your groups every single day. So the team page is a great one to be checking in daily, just so you get the latest news. You get when events are and groups are and trainings are and some extra info, some extra personal development, all that stuff. Make sure you're checking in and seeing what's going on there. Also, if you guys have questions, you know that you can post in there. So head on in there and see if there's a question that you can answer, right? You need to be checking in with your challenge groups. Definitely a must, okay? People signed up with you for a reason. They need you. You need to be checking in there every single day, okay? If your coach is running them or you're running them with someone else, you still need to be checking in every day, proving that you're a product of the product, doing it along with your challengers to make sure they know that you are with them, okay? And then trainings. We put these trainings out for a reason, you guys. We don't just throw information at you that we think might help or that we, just feel like it. We put this info out for you guys because we know it will help your business. We know that it will help you succeed, okay? So make sure you're in your training groups every single day, actually implementing the information, doing the calls to action, all that fun stuff, okay? Because that's where your business grows, okay? And then your weekly tasks, you guys, I just wanted to go through this quick too. Again, you have to be planning these things, right? You have to have a list to work through. You can't just be pitter patter through it if you're running this as like a CEO, okay? So plan and schedule your week. I'm talking everything. If you don't have a day planner yet, I strongly suggest you get one. I have, what's it called? The Brilliant Life. I love it because it's more of a planner and less of a scheduler, if that makes sense. So you need to be planning your upcoming groups, right? You need to be setting your business hours. When are you going to do what? Now, just a couple little suggestions. For me personally, I love doing my power hour in the morning. It gets it out of the way. I don't have to worry about it throughout the day. And I know it's done and I feel like a lot lighter. It's like eating that frog, right? If you guys ever read the book, Eat That Frog, if you haven't and you struggle with procrastination like I do, totally, yeah, self-proclaimed procrastinator over here. If you struggle with that, I highly suggest that book. It's awesome. If you get those daunting tasks done right away in the morning, you feel so much lighter and you get so much more done during the day. So I love doing my power hour in the morning. Then at noon, I usually check in with my challengers, check in my messages, right? If anyone had responded from my morning power hour. I allot myself a specific amount of time, depending on how much time I have, maybe 15 minutes to a half hour to check in. I put a show on for Weston, get him with some toys, just so I have that half hour to myself so that I can reach back out. I can check on you guys in the training groups. I can post in the challenge groups. I can post in a team page if I need to. I can do my post for the afternoon on social media, all that stuff, okay? And then again, in the evening, about like a half hour, maybe I allot myself to, again, check on messages, check in on you guys in the trainings, check in the groups, all that stuff, just to keep on top of it and to keep connected with you guys. But it doesn't run my whole life. It doesn't run my whole day. I don't want you guys, if you're supposed to be spending time with your family and your phone rings, shut it off. Put it in another room, put it on silent, because that message can wait. That reply can wait, okay? Plan your posts and your BAT, right? So your posts are planned around what's coming up in your business. So again, do you have a business opportunity event? Do you have a challenge group coming up? Do you have a free group? Make sure your posts are in line with what you have to offer that week. I want you guys to schedule your family activities and your other stuff. So do you have dentist appointments? Do you have doctor's appointments? Do you have birthday parties? Do you have work? All that extra stuff needs to go in your day planner so that you know what you're doing when you're doing it, so that it leaves very little room to sabotage your plan, to not get your work done, right? And of course, your workouts, you guys. I totally suggest planning your workouts. Or if you're getting up at 5:30 in the morning, write it in there, right? If you have made, a statement to yourself saying, I'm going to get up at 6 in the morning before the kids get up to get my workout in, write it in your day planner. Plan this stuff, okay? And again, I want you guys to be super laser focused. So when you're doing your power hour, I want, if you're supposed to be creating a post for, tonight when you talk about your opportunity event, I don't want you to be answering messages while you're trying to write that post. If you are answering messages, I don't want you to be checking in on the comments of your last post. I want you guys to be laser focused. I want you guys to be, picking the task at hand that you want to be doing and actually doing it, not just bouncing around like a squirrel. I'm definitely, I can say I've done it a lot, where you just, you've got all these things going on. Just pick one and stick to it, because you will get so much more done and you will have so much less stress on yourself, okay? So again, when pick your business hours, figure out what you're doing during your business hours. Team calls. So make sure you're scheduling those in too. So our team call, the Shine Bright Dynasty, those are great to get on live if you can. If you can't, I totally understand that, like, life is busy, crap happens, all that stuff. But every time you can hop on live, I suggest you do so, because honestly, the energy in them is amazing. You get to ask your questions after, and you just get to connect and plug in with the team, which is so helpful. And then, of course, the National Wake Up Call. Do not miss these, you guys. If you do, listen to the recording, because these are top coaches. These are elite 15-star diamond, best in the biz coaches who are giving you on a silver platter their best practices. So do not take that for granted. Take it, write it down, and implement it, okay? So make sure you've got all of those in your weekly tasks. And then also set your goals for the week. What do you want to accomplish this week? And what small steps do you need to take to get closer to those big goals? So every Sunday night, I sit down and I figure out, okay, like, where am I at with Success Club? How many points do I want to earn this week to get me to my goals? How many people do I need to talk to? How many people do I need to help hook up with a challenge pack to, affect my volume? How much volume do I need for commission? X, Y, and Z, right? Set those goals. They can be any goal you want. Sticking with your workouts, PD, doing your BAT every single morning, all those goals. Set them so you have a focus for the week, okay? And then lastly, monitor your business, okay? So, hold on. We all have goals, right? We all have aspirations for this business, but you have got to know where you are in order to get to where you want to go, okay? So, new coaches, what should you be monitoring in your business? Because again, you guys have to treat this as a business. So if you're flying by the seat of your pants and you're talking to people and you have no idea how many people you have in your challenge group and you have no idea what your income is and all this stuff, I need you guys to be focused and I need you guys to be well aware of what's going on in your business so you can grow from there. So new coaches, you need to be checking for your Success Club points. Okay, where are you at? Where do you want to be? Check your new orders. What customers are reordering Shakeology that you can reach out to and offer them a challenge group, right? Personal volume. What is your personal volume for the week? And how can you improve on that? Because you guys, volume equals income, right? Check your commissions. Make sure you know what you are earning in this business so that you can set goals to go farther, okay? Make sure you're tracking your expenses. So you guys, everything in this business is a write-off because we're an at-home business, right? So notebooks and pens that you buy at Staples, if you buy a new computer, your electric stuff, like your electric bill, your phone bill, your cell phone bill, your printer. Did you buy ink for your printer? I'm looking around. Your cell phone. Did you buy a new cell phone? Workout clothes. I think we can actually write off workout gear because that is our job description. Shakeology, all that stuff, because you have to keep PV in order to stay an active coach and get the benefits. All of those things are write-offs, you guys. That's huge. So make sure you're tracking your expenses. And that goes hand in hand with your commission, right? You always want to be aware of what money is coming in so you know what money can go out. And I know this is a lot of income. This is a lot of like specific talk, but it's super important to keep track of those things in order to keep control of your business, right? Know what's coming in, know what's going out. Make sure that, your expenses are never more than your commission. And keeping track of your commission can help you figure out how much you want to spend on your Facebook ads. How much do you want to spend at Staples? Can you afford a new computer? All that good stuff, right? And then you want to also be checking for new coaches, okay? So if you have coaches who are like super excited about signing up, make sure you're checking for them to sign up so you can do their welcome announcements, so you can get them started off right, hook them up with the next training, all that good stuff. Now, if you're an Emerald and above, you need to be doing all those new coach things every single week, and you also need to be doing the following, okay? You need to be checking for potential inactive coaches, okay? So I would honestly do this do this at least once a week, right? Thursdays. Thursdays are the big day. Thursdays are when rank advancements are made, our recognition is done, our paychecks go out, and coaches go active or inactive. Okay, so if you're an Emerald and above, one coach going inactive can drop your rank. So you need to be watching for potentially inactive coaches. What do you do when you see an inactive coach? You reach out to them. You ask them what's going on. If, are they not, are they too busy? What are they doing? What's up? Invite them to a challenge group. Hook them up with some support so they can keep going with the programs, with Shakeology, with everything, okay? They might just need a little extra boost, a little extra love from you to keep going, okay? So reach out. And a lot of the times, you guys, it's a boo-boo. So if their Shakeology order, say their credit card changed and they forgot to update their payment, and their Shakeology didn't come out because the payment didn't go through, they're going to want to know that. So it is your job as their upline and as a CEO of your business to keep track of your business, okay? So you must be watching for inactive coaches so you can help them figure out what's going on, why they're inactive, and if they are inactive on purpose, to hook them up with a challenge group so they can keep going, okay? You need to be checking your rank, of course, making sure that it is solid so you can get those team cycle bonuses at the proper amount that they should be. You need to be checking your team volume, right? To make sure where your legs are standing. This will help you decide where you put your next coach and have an idea of what you're going to be earning that week in team cycle bonuses, all that good stuff, okay? So you need to be watching your team volume too. How you can help your coaches up their volume, right? And then lastly, you need to be aware of the leadership ladder. Now, if you're a newer coach on this call and you're going, what the mother of goodness is the leadership ladder? Don't panic. It is an incredible, incredible tool for us coaches to use it's basically to monitor our business as a whole, which is incredible. It's not just about Success Club points. It's not about our personal income. It's about your business as a whole and where you are, okay? And I can show you guys after the call, and I think I've done a training on the leadership ladder as well, but it's honestly amazing. You need to be checking your leadership ladder every single week to see how it changes, because it is an amazing tool to set goals around to make sure that your business is moving forward as a whole. So again, you need to know where you are in order to push through. With the leadership ladder, you're going to know what areas you need to be focused on, what areas you need to work on that week to get them to where you want to be, right? So